avoid FOMO. What should I do? I don't know, man. Go on a 1 minute chart, zoom in very closely, look at that 1 minute chart for like hours on a day, and just work on not reacting. You know, like zoom in like this and just look at this candle very closely. Like see how fast it moves, and like just look at your MT5 balance and be like, I'm not entering. Oh shit, it's pushing down. I'm still not entering, right? And you get better over time. You can't gotta be a psychopath in trading, chat. You can't be normal, unfortunately. Like train's not like 95% of traders are actually like, you know, don't actually get it down for a reason. It's a very tough industry to be in. Now I'm joking, you don't actually gotta be a psychopath, but like, you know, you kind of gotta do things that the norms wouldn't do. It requires a lot of thinking. Like sometimes I just be there sitting there like, do you guys remember, like, do you guys know how I came up with the range 1 and range 2 play? I was just sitting there one day, I was thinking about a candle, like I saw a 4-hour closure, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a closure, and I'm like, okay, well, how do I like figure out like if this is a breakout versus a fake out? And then like you look more into it, right? You look more into the candle, and then you realize that, oh wow, like if this is what forms on this time frame, then if you drop down to this time frame, this is what leads up to that time frame. Because everyone always says like the small time frame leads to the high time frame leads to the small time frame. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Someone told me that, I'm like, what the hell do you mean? Like, what do you mean the higher time frame leads to the small time frame, but the small time frame leads to the higher time frame? Which one is it? Which one do I follow, right? So you have to find a way to make it work for yourself. And for me, that didn't make sense. So whenever things didn't make sense for me, I had to figure out ways to, like, on a chart to make it make sense, right? So then I'm like, okay, well, if this is what happens on the 1 and this is what happens on the 4 at the same given time, this is what happens, then how can I figure out this is not going to be a fake out? So then I drew up, like, I think structure, and then based off of structure, because that's what range 1 and range 2 is, it's based off of structure, it's the same shit, right? So then I'm like, okay, well, if you can reach structure like this in terms of higher highs, higher lows, right, all that range 2 breakout is a new higher high. So you then just connect dots and say, okay, over time you get better at reading the candles. Like for instance, like this right here, chat, like what is this? Like look at the structure, it's bearish, right? So like look at this. I'm about to show you guys right now live. So this right here, the reason why we're waiting for a range 2 breakout above 2066 is because of this. So boom, bearish move, right? Sorry, bearish move, higher high or lower high, lower low. Oh, no lower low here. Higher low, higher high, right? So what is this right now? If you were to, let's say, draw this right here, right? Resistance form, cool. Support form, cool. Boom, cool. What is this gonna be, chat? This is your range 1. This is your range 2. Any above here is your range 2 breakout. There you go. That's the same shit as a market structure, right? So for instance, if you were to drive up, basically in terms of the arrow point of view, is you're looking for this. That's all that's gonna be. Like this right here is what we drew down earlier on, like 10 minutes ago, above the range. A bullish closure above the range, bearish candle respecting support, a closure above there. That's what that's gonna be on in terms of an arrow structured point. And then there's your move up. But for you to get that, you need to wait for those closures, right? So yeah, at one point I went from like looking at like, you know, this like structure, like market structure, to looking at candle structure, and then that's when things kind of click. But evolving over time, right? Just like anything else. You like the more you look at it, the more you realize that okay, it's a lot deeper than what it looks like. Tumble clips, where you at? Yeah, chat, like you guys gonna learn a lot in this game, man. Trust me. Like I'm still learning every day as we speak, but for those that are new and just starting off, like you guys are